So we would like now, thank you, Maria. We'd like to introduce now Comelec Chair Andy Bautista. He will talk to us about elections and why voter participation is important. Let's give him a hand.
Good afternoon, everyone. First of all, I didn't know that this was going to be this big. Pardon for my attire. I just came from a wedding, and I have to go back for the reception after this. I'd like to thank Rappler for helping out the Comelec in our efforts to get people to register and to vote. I think it's a very important undertaking that each and every Filipino citizen should take heart and make sure that they do that undertaking because it really strengthens our democracy. I started working at the Comelec last May, which is 1 year before the 2016 elections. To be honest, it has not been easy. In the last 4 months, which feels like 4 years, the Commission has been confronted with complex challenges, many of which we did not bring upon ourselves. But such is life. We take the good and the not so good and play the cards that are dealt to us as best as we can. I have been asked to share with you today what I think is at stake in the 2016 elections. Credible elections are fundamental to the ethos of democracy and are premised on the sanctity of the ballot, that our votes are properly counted as we had cast them. Yours is the responsibility to ensure that you are making an informed decision on election day. Ours at Comelec is the duty to make sure that your voice will be heard and your vote is properly counted. We have been reaching out. If a democracy is a government for the people, by the people, and of the people, then we need to meet the people where they are. Elections are at the heart of people empowerment, and we have taken our people to heart. We are exerting every effort to get more people to exercise their right to suffrage, and we hope that people will get the message. These past 4 months, we have been engaging our stakeholders in fora such as this one, understanding and learning to test the limits of our own knowledge in order to breach them and find better ways of making our elections more efficient and credible, and the experience of voters more convenient and comfortable. Hence, we actively pursued setting up mall satellite registration centers to ensure maximum enfranchisement in 2016. We are thankful to our mall partners, including Mega World, who offered their facilities for free. We are now working with them to define the details of the proposed mall voting. We are also meeting with members of the media, Rappler included, for the 2016 presidential and vice presidential debates. We want to create and institutionalize venues that can improve the candidate-voter interaction and deepen public discourse on present-day issues. This will be our contribution to ushering our nation towards program and policy-based politics. Today, we are called to safeguard the electoral process, the very foundation of our democracy, to honor the historical narrative of those who came before us, and build a better future for our posterity. To borrow the words of General Antonio Luna, kung para sa bayan, kailangan nating tumalon sa kawalan. Negosyo o kalayaan, bayan o sarili. These provoking thoughts still resonate today. Indeed, we need to be reminded of the sacrifices that our heroes were forced to make. We celebrate their legacy and defend their victories when we pursue credible elections. Just as much as the generations before us were the revolutionaries and the reformists, we have to take up the cudgels of our time. Let this be our moment of glorious resolve, for after all is said and done, our politics and government are what we make them. What will be at stake next year is our future. An election is the fundamental accountability tool of any democracy. On election day, everyone gets to have a say. To paraphrase Kofi Annan, when we go to the polls to cast our votes, we aspire not only to elect our leaders, but to choose a direction for our nation. As we pursue our individual dreams, we also shape our aspirations as one nation and as one people in the hope that we are greater than the sum of our individual ambitions. People seem to think that election management is an exclusive government function. But the progress that the Comelec has made in our public-private endeavors in the last couple of months show that the private sector can evolve from being a mere spectator to being an active partner for credible elections. There are many ways we can translate our stake in elections into concrete investments in our democracy. Whether you are an individual or a group conducting voters' education, enterprises sharing resources to make election processes more comfortable and convenient, or watchdogs preparing for election monitoring, please know that your commission is grateful for all the help that we have been and will be getting. I am certain that together, we can create new paradigms that help promote credibility in our electoral process previously unimaginable. Let me end by paraphrasing A.L. Williams. All you can do is all you can do. Hopefully, all we can do is enough. Thank you and good evening.
Thank you very much, Chairman Bautista, for working with us on this very important initiative. Before you leave, I want to actually throw down a challenge. I want to see who between the two of us can get more friends to register to vote, okay?
All right.
I'm going to use big data to track it.
Oh, sige. I'll take you up on your challenge, Mr. Ayala, who, by the way, was a schoolmate, but you could see that he is much better preserved than I am.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Wala bang plaque?
I know you have a very extensive plaque record, but unfortunately today, no plaque.
Thank you again to Rappler. And as
Thank
I
you.
said, please, kung gusto ko, siguro pagkakataon itong maimbita yung mga hindi pa nga nakapag-register, meron po kayong hanggang October 31, 2015. Ito'y para sa mga gustong mag-register bilang bagong botante or kaya mag-validate ng mga biometrics. So, pwede kayong tumungo sa aming mga Comelec offices or kaya naman meron po kaming pag-uugnayan sa iba't ibang malls sa buong bansa. Usually, this is a weekend endeavor of the malls. And that para makita yung inyong status, you can go to our website, comelec.gov.ph, Precinct Finder, although with this new app, hopefully, again, it will be easier. Again, thank you very much, Rappler.
Thank you very much.